Hello, welcome back to Jillian's Lifestyle Decor and More, where we do a little bit of everything. Welcome, hope everyone is having a most fabulous week. We are getting into the holiday season, which is like my favorite time of the year. I just love celebrating Christmas and I love the change in the weather, and it's starting to cool off a bit around here. So that's been a bonus. Like we've been having 50s. Can you believe that? That's like freezing for us here in Florida. With highs in like the 70s, low 80s. So it has been some beautiful, phenomenal days here. So to kind of kick off the season, right? Mom is back in town, and usually we do some type of project together whenever she visits, whether it's working on something in the house or doing something crafty, because we both love it. So today we will be making a poinsettia wreath. So stay tuned. Hey, if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you like content about home and fashion and crafts. That's me. Like, comment also. Thank you. Please watch and enjoy. Okay, so we are here and getting started with our poinsettia, and that's my mommy, y'all.
Hi, everybody.
So she's gonna go over all the items that we need right now to get us started.
Okay, we're going to be making a poinsettia wreath using some poly burlap mesh. It's a deco mesh. It's a little bit thicker, and we're using an olive color and a nice red. Two nice Christmas colors. And we are going to be cutting that using this measuring mat with a tempered glass mat or a board. We're going to use the hot, what is this called? Anyway, it burns. It's a wood burning tool. We're going to cut the burlap with that because if you use the scissors, it will just fray and be a mess. And then this will make it really nice for it to be weathered. And we've got to use the trusty hot glue gun and the hot glue sticks. And I cut a piece of plastic mesh to fit on the, I'll tell you about it a little bit more. You need a plastic mesh to go on the back, and you attach it with some zip ties. And I use the short ones because you're only going to cut them anyway. Then at Hobby Lobby we use these. There's different grades of pipe cleaners. Hobby Lobby's is proven to be the best. So I've got some green and some red pipe cleaners to attach the mesh. And I think, here's the wire wreath form. It is 10 inches wide and it goes up a bit. That will make a nice little rise for the poinsettia. And this one has 3 bars on it. And what you need to do is, first you take your 12-inch pipe cleaners, and because 12 inches is too long and 6 inches too short, you cut off a few inches off this and you get 8-inch pipe cleaners. So I use the measuring mat for that. Just lay the pipe cleaners there. Take your scissors or your wire cutters and cut off the ends, and you can toss the rest away because those little pieces, nothing you can do with them. So I think we're ready to begin.
So she kind of got started a little bit here by pre-doing some just for time's sake here. And I think the green wire came from the Dollar Tree, right?
Yes, that's Dollar Tree and all of the tools, Walmart. And then I ordered this mesh online, and I think it's craftworld.com. But I had ordered this like 3 years ago. We're just getting this project done.
Right. Yeah, it has been here literally for like 3 years.
So just so that I wouldn't bore you with a lot of stuff to do, I went ahead and cut almost all the mesh. So I cut 26 pieces of the red for the red petals. And the mesh is 10 inches wide. Mesh comes in 2 sizes, 10 inch and I think it's 21 inch. And I got the 10 inch. I've cut 26 pieces, 10 by 10. And I'll show you how I measured them. Then I went ahead and I cut 10 pieces of the green for the leaves. I made them a little bit longer so that they'll stick out from the red flower. So they're 11 inches, 10 of them, and 10 I need to cut for the 10 inches. And I went ahead and I put 20 green pieces of, I'm going to show you how to do it too. 20 pieces of pipe cleaners on the outside edge. But first, before I show you all of that, I'm just going to go ahead and cut the mesh because we've heated up the wood burning tool. So I just need 2 more pieces of the green. And it looks like you need to buy a package of each for this. You probably have enough green left over to do another one, but here it is. And what I've done is, hold that careful. You just hang it over the edge of your counter, and I roll see the roll goes in so that it doesn't roll across the floor. And now I'm going to measure this from 10 inches. So it goes right to the edge of this board and over to the 10 mark. And the real
I don't know
key
if that's
to this,
hot enough yet.
well, let's see. Oh yeah, it's hot. All right, so the key to this is not to rush. You just go really slow along that 10-inch line. And this tool literally burns the edges so they don't fray and they come off. So I've cut my 10-inch piece. I'll put that right there in that pile. And I'll cut one more to show you. I think this is tip. All right. Slow but sure. And I think you can probably see that the ends are a little blackish. That way you know that you've melted it good. And boom. And see here, here's a piece that was a little reluctant to get melted, so you just cut it off. And I like to trim it on both sides so it's ready for the next time you need to cut. So we can turn the wood burn tool off. Unplug that. Good to go on that one. And we need to put in, whoop. Okay, so I'm prepping this. The first thing I did was I took some of this plastic mesh, you know, the things that you do needlepoint with or cross stitch. And you can buy it in a big sheet and cut the circle. All I did was lay this down onto the plastic, take a Sharpie and draw around it and cut it. Then I just attached it using these little zip ties. And I put 4 in there, that way it doesn't shift. And these, you need to put this in here because we're going to attach some center metal balls to it, and you want to have something that you can twist around. And in order to put these pieces of mesh on here, you have to have a pipe cleaner. So we need 20 on here. This particular round form is divided in 4. So I simply took the 20, divided it by 4 sections, and came up with 5 pieces in each section. So I just eyeballed it. So what you do is you take your pipe cleaner under and draw it up, right? Give it a little tug. That way you know that's your halfway point. And you just give it 2 twists. 1, 2. And then I put it so that the pipe cleaners are facing down, because that's how you're going to work on it. And then I'm going to just go ahead and do the red one at the same time. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a 5th one. Put that together. And let me tell you, it's so much easier if you do all of this prep work ahead of time, because when you got all this burlap on there, the last thing you want to do is having to reach under and around and hot glue it and all that kind of stuff. So get this part done, and then the rest goes smooth. Now taking the hot glue, just so that it doesn't shift when you're trying to tie on the burlap, and it doesn't matter if they come loose, because once you have all the burlap pieces, nothing shifts. So I just take a little bit of hot glue and put it on either side of the pipe cleaner so it doesn't shift. And I do the other one.
And when everything is on here, all the mesh is on there, you're not going to see any of this.
No, this is on the back. So I'm going to unplug my hot glue gun. That job is done. Didn't want to bore you with all of that stuff. So I just need to get that hot enough so I could turn it over and start with the mesh. So I think what I'll do is I'll get rid of this.
We'll come back over for when we're ready for the mesh. Okay, so we are going to be going ahead and getting that burlap put on there, starting with the green.
Right, we're going to start with the green, and we're going to take the 11-inch one pieces, fold it in half like this, just so that you make a little triangle, press it down, and then from the halfway point, and it's easier if you have a piece of cardboard underneath there. So you use a paper plate or a piece of box, anything, and you just gather in the center. And then you're going to take this and you're going to attach this using your pipe cleaner, and you give it 2 twists, 1, 2, and then you're going to push this twist to the back, because when we're all done, you want to go and twist them all off in the back where nothing can be seen. So you're going to get that work done. We're going to use the 11-inch on every other one. Then we're going to come back, and on every other 10 pipe cleaner, we're going to use the 10-inch. Then we're going to do the outside edge of the red, then the inside. So I've put 20 on this one and 6 on the inside. So there we go.
All the green is on.
And we've turned it over, and now we're just going to twist all of those. That gives it a little extra strength. I'm just going to twist every single one of those that we put towards the back. Move on to the red pieces.
So we've done the twisting, and now we're just kneading it up by cutting off the ends and pointing them down. Already flipped it over as well.
That's right. And I think this will just make it easier just to do the red petals, and it'll give you an idea of what we're doing.
Okay, it's beginning to look so pretty, and we haven't even gotten to the red, but we're about to start on the red.
So same thing, fold the square in half as a triangle, pinch it, and then just start on the outside, the middle row. Don't do the inside first, just do this. Attaching the same exact way. 2 twists, 1, 2, push the ends towards the back so it's easy to twist off when you're all done. Do this 20 times.
right.
Now we have to do the same thing as we did on the green. You have to take each set and pull it towards the outside edge. Just twist it, pull it towards. And that will help them lay down and give you that flower look and expose the center. Because we need one more layer. We've done the middle row of the form with 20 pieces of red. So this is extra full. And we will do 6 pieces on the inside.
If you've gotten to this point already and haven't done so, please go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share. Appreciate you. Looking so pretty. Feeling festive up in here.
Yeah. I love doing this one.
Okay, so we forgot to mention in the beginning that you're also going to need some form of gold center bulbs.
You can actually use large bulbs. So at the Dollar Tree, you can get like one of those sleeves of things. Well, I did one like that, and it was hard for me to do the big pieces. So I'm going to try these small ones, and we're just going to put them in there. And I have to figure out how to.
We're putting them through the holes. Then we'll flip them over and tighten them.
Center one first. So each one you put in and you twist it. And as you can see, there's 3 twists. So make sure you get it through 2 different holes so that you have something that you can twist off with. Okay? We'll see you back when we get it all filled. Okay, so we've gotten all the petals on. We want to clean up the back. See how rough this is? So I just took another one of these rounds. You could use a piece of felt. That's what I've used in the past. And I'm just gonna attach this with some of these zip ties. Guess I should have put these in ahead of time so that you wouldn't have to watch me struggle.
We've got all the balls in.
Yes, and once we get the back all tied up good.
Wait, before you do that, let's show them what this back is gonna look like. So, what we're doing is we're actually making it so that this doesn't scrape like the back of your door. So giving it like a barrier here of protection. So we've poked through all of those gold bulbs and now we're going to be covering it. So this would be another piece. You could use felt or you know, anything that is going to hold up to the outside elements to kind of give you that little bit of added protection.
And I like this idea of using this mesh thing because you know this plastic isn't going to go anywhere. It's going to hold up really much better than the felt would. And the other thing too is you can then get some clear spray for exterior clear spray, and once your wreath is all done and hanging, you can spray it so that it's weatherproof. This burlap holds up really well, but just to give it an extra bit of strength, you can just use that paint. Now obviously I've put my little twist ties in every direction, so they're going to be sticking out, but we're just going to trim those with a little scissor.
And you can also hang these in your home too. They don't have to hang on the outside door.
No, I hang mine on the inside as well as the outside. I actually had one hanging in my shop for the Christmas, and it was quite a nice decoration. I think that's the wrong way. Alrighty, so what I've done is taken 3 pipe cleaners, braided them together, and I'm just going to slip it underneath here.
This is so that you have a hook to hang it.
Hang your wreath on. I guess I could have also put it on this and done it, and then you're just going to twist it a couple times. I'm going to actually do this so this part is twisted too. Give it a nice strong hook to hang it on. Boom. And now we're going to, the other thing we'll do is we're going to take the wood burning tool and go over these edges. Where the center had so many little pieces to put in, it frayed a lot of pieces, so we're just going to clean it up. But look at that.
Now we have to fluff it.
What do you think?
Fluff it.
Okay, now lay it down, make sure everything is. You can hang this up on the door and fluff it. And this will probably last, especially if you put the clear spray on this. This will definitely last for probably 2 or 3 years if you have it in a protected shaded spot on your front door or entryway.
And then you can store it in one of those wreath bags.
That you can get at the Dollar Tree.
Beautiful!
So there you go. Isn't it pretty?
It's gorgeous. And then something we thought too is that you could actually go ahead and change the coloring of this and make like a beautiful sunflower. So if you, for springtime, sunflower.
This burlap mesh comes in every color. So if you want to have a gorgeous pink flower or yellow flower, whatever goes with your decor, you can do it. And you can use lime green, so you could use different color. You could do black and white too. You know? Oh my
that
gosh,
would be
this
pretty.
could be, there are like thousands of choices for you to do. And I just want to thank you, Jill, for inviting me to join you in your beautiful YouTube channel. And I can't wait to share it with all my friends.